pictures. Wedding pictures, engagement pictures are a big part of the big day. And here to help us determine how you pick the best photographer, we have UV Lopez, owner of UV Visions Photography. Hello, UV.
Hi, very nice to meet you. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, excited to have you on. So, I mean, picking a photographer, that's a big deal. You really want to make sure you're getting matched with the right person. So what would you say people need to consider when they're picking a photographer?
I think the storytelling style in which they will document your day, as well as their editing style, those two factors are huge. The two major documenting styles would be the traditional way, and that's more time capsule, more summary of your day. And then there's the documentary kind of photojournalistic method, and the photographer is less hands-on and they're more back, kind of capturing as it unfolds. And those end up with more emotional photos versus the traditional ones, which end up being a very good summary of your day.
Yes, I know. I was looking at some of the photographs that you took because you mentioned that documentary style and just capturing those moments throughout the day, those little special moments that when you look back on them, they're special. Why is that such a popular trend right now?
It is such a popular trend right now. And I think that people are now wanting to sit in the emotion that they felt that day versus trying to stage themselves as a bridal model, which is what you tend to see in the more traditional style of photography. And so that emotion sparking back the joy that your day brought or the tenderness that your day brought, people are thriving more towards that direction right now.
And what else should people consider when they're choosing their photographer?
Well, you want to really look at their portfolio and get a really good feel for how they storytell, but even more so, you want to connect with them. There is no one that you're with longer on your wedding day than your photographer. They're there from the second you're done getting ready till the second that you're ready to turn up, and we're like, we'll leave because you all need to see this. You all need to remember this. But there's no one helping you flow throughout your day more than your photographer, so you want to make sure that you have a connection with them, a chemistry with them.
And then what would you say are popular styles right now when it comes to wedding photography? I've been hearing about kind of like a light and airy feel.
Yeah, so there's really three that I would say is the most popular right now. Light and airy is one of them, and that's kind of when the photographer shoots a little bit overexposed, and the sky tends to always be white, and the edit is more pastel-y, so they manipulate the greens and the yellows to feel like a breath of fresh air. Then there's natural light, and photographers will shoot true tones, true shadows, true highlights, and then when they edit, it tends to feel a little bit more warm, a little more earthy, like everything has been kissed by the sun. And then there's dark and moody, where you pop up your shadows and you have really dramatic black texturing, and it really kind of tells a different story. So if you were to take light and airy, that's more of like a princessy light day, and then the dark and moody is like a Belle and the Beast wedding vibe, and so it's very different aesthetic.
You described that perfectly when you were like, light and airy, Belle and Beast. I got exactly what those pictures need to look like. And why should people go with you if they're choosing their wedding photographer? Tell us about your style and what you bring when people choose you and how you make that connection and have that chemistry.
So I shoot with my husband. We've been doing this together for going on actually 13 years, like last week. And we shoot very differently. I was trained, I went to school, I got certified, and I shoot very traditional. So I summarize your day, I give you a lot of directions. George is a photojournalist, more documentary. He was a skateboarder, did skateboarding photography and videography. So he gives you that emotion, that like through a bush perspective that you never saw, you didn't anticipate in your collection. So we do kind of offer the best of both worlds. And we like to do a natural edit, which ends to time well. It ends up being more timeless a little bit.
Alrighty, the perfect duo, it sounds like. All right, and tell us your website.
uvvisions.byuvandgeorge.com.
Alrighty, and we got that website right on the screen for you, so make sure you check out her website to get more information. If you're planning a wedding, that is a photographer you can take a closer, more in-depth look at.